No, when I speak to men like that, Chubbs is such a great guy. Is to continue to do what he's doing, because one thing about it is, and I told him, I said, guys, Herschel Walker played in his 80s. Most of these guys, I can be their father. And the thing is you don't want to listen to about Herschel Walker this, Herschel Walker that, because you're playing at a different time. I think people forget about, when I played, they didn't have guys, 6'5", 300 pounds that can run a 4.5. They got a bunch of them out there that can do it now. So he's playing in a totally different era, so he can make his own way right now. And the guy's an incredible football player. And one thing that's great about this team here is, as a whole, Georgia got a heck of a lot of good running backs. But one thing that's great about Chubbs, and I think people understand this, when you see football today, you see a choir playing running back. You see about 10 guys running in and out of the game. This guy carried the ball 30-some times, and that is absolutely amazing. And that shows you the worth that he is, and I'm amazed.
Did you get to know Nick before today? Did you know him?
I didn't. We've met for the first time today. We spoke for a little bit today. We're going to speak a little bit later. And this is my first time meeting him. It was funny because I've been to a couple of games and watched him play. And, one of the things, and what was strange last year, I watched him last year a great deal. And everyone said, you want to go talk to him before the game? And I said, this young man is doing his thing. You don't take him out of his zone. And some people don't understand that. He's doing his thing. He don't need Herschel Walker talking to him, because he's shown what he can do. During the off season, we can speak. We can speak as friends, and if he want anything from me and want to ask me anything, I can answer that. But I don't think there's anything I can say to him to make him a better player than what he's doing right now.
What were your impressions of him as a runner?
Oh, geez, I've been impressed with him the whole time. Was Gurley being here, and then you got Chubbs, and people forgot about Marshall. People have totally forgot about Marshall. Marshall is an excellent running back, and then you got Sonny Michel, and I'm like, guys, they got a ton of running backs here, but then you got Chubbs that not going to give up the position. He's saying, guys, I'm not going to carry it 15, I'm going to carry it 30. If y'all can get anything out of that, more power to you. And I think that's what's so amazing. And the thing is not carrying it 30 this game, but he can do it every game. Oh, well, you got to want to watch Chubbs. This kid came on as a freshman. And just think, if he had started the whole season, what he would have done. And that's what's so amazing. Just think, if he started the whole season, and he came up out of the season as healthy as he's doing now. And one thing that I like about him is, the game is over, practice is over, and the kid is still out there working out. That's what you show. That's a sign I'm a good athlete. A sign that he's doing things he needs to get done.
He told me, it's always great to come back go to your state, because, you can always come back home and people will be here to support you like they always have and love you. So, seeing him go through the process that, I'm in right now, from Georgia, and I'll be able to come back one day and everyone's still here for me, makes me happy and proud.
What do you feel like the best piece of advice he gave you?
It's great advice. Just always work hard, and it's not going to come easy. Just always got to work. I definitely appreciate that, knowing Herschel's there, watching, it can be kind of pressure, because, you're in the position where he was, and, and can never do it like he did. But I wouldn't think about that, just probably go out there and play. But in the back of my mind, I would, know that he was there. Like, I had no idea he was in any of our games.
So this is the first time you've actually met?
Me and Herschel?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But obviously, he could have came and talked to him, but he didn't. But I never knew he was even around.
What do you think about when you hear comparisons made between you and him? How does that make you feel?
It was real good, Obviously, he was the greatest running back at Georgia, and they're saying we have some similarities. So, that makes me happy.